Oh, how we doing, everybody? Sunday, Granada's out, hair's gone. So tax to Granada, and we're going to use it for a bit over the summer. And obviously you all know what's happened to the Alpha 90 that's in the garage behind me. I brought this one out as a kind of a thing, something to do with, and I've had 4 new tyres fitted yesterday, and it's time to do antifreeze and coolant change, because it's been in there about 3 years, so it's time to change it. And I thought, why not bring you along? I'm not going to split it into any parts. It's going to be a nice long video, so yeah, just enjoy, and yeah, just enjoy. We've got catch can down here, put underneath, so when you undo the pipe you'll completely miss it. And all I need is a stubby screwdriver, and I'm going to undo the bottom hose off of the bottom of the thermostat housing. Now weirdly, these two 8V6s, the thermostat's at the bottom of the engine, and I've never got my head around that. I just find it very strange on the basis that, you know, the heat rises, why put the thermostat at the bottom, but never mind, either way. No real need to do any flushing on it or anything like that, because the coolant that's in it is changed every 2 or 3 years, and it's crystal clear anyway, so I'd rather just keep on top of it by changing it. Here we go. Relatively successful, that was. Off the expansion tank as well. There we go. I've got some plain water. I might as well just chuck some water through it. Won't hurt it. So yeah, the car's still on its original radiator, which is surprising, but they built things to last back in the day, and it's still in relatively good nick. It's probably getting a bit frail down at the bottom, but until it starts leaking and playing up and overheating, I'm not going to do anything about it. You say it runs absolutely fine. You've got the aircon radiator in front of it as well, because the car does still have operational air conditioning, which is nice. And so yeah, it's a bit of an update on the Alpha, the 90. It's going to be sorted out, and I've been speaking to the company that rebuilt the engine. It's sounding like some things might be covered under warranty, so it's not going to be all that. It's going to be expensive, but it's not going to be all that expensive, and it's being collected in about 2 weeks' time, because obviously they've got a bit of a backlog to clear for various other different bits and bobs, and so yeah, it's being sorted. It's been yeah, so we're going to have the engine lifted out, do an examination on the engine to see exactly what's failed, and over the course of the next month, 6 weeks, it'll be sorted out and back on the road, because I've got shows and stuff booked for it, and plus it's my car, I'll miss using it, and I know all you lot do as well. And which brings me on to my next thing. I've just got a quick thank you to say to one of my long-term subscribers. You know who you are, I'm not going to mention any names. Thank you very much for your kind donation. It's bought some tea, it's bought some bacon, which has just been consumed before I've done this, and it's just going to go to you know, some fuel for the Alpha and all that kind of stuff, and greatly appreciate it. You don't have to do that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So back to the Granada, put the main coolant hose back on the bottom, tighten that back up with any leaks. It's always important to change antifreeze on your cars. No, fail. Lovely, you're right back. Anyway, as I was saying, it's important to keep the antifreeze changed on your cars, coolant, particularly on the older ones, because it keeps everything nice and clean, stops everything from overheating. And the last thing you want is an old vintage car such as this, or retro, boiling over and cracking cylinder heads and taking head gaskets out and all of the above for just a simple antifreeze and coolant change. This particular car it'll take the yellow stuff, it can take the blue stuff, which is what I'm going to use today. Always run it on the blue stuff. There's about 8 or 9 different types of antifreeze out on the market, and Joseph and 1 or 2 others have asked me to compile a video explaining all the differences between all the different types of antifreeze and colours and applications and all that kind of stuff, which I'll do. And I am working on it, but it's incredibly difficult trying to track every one of these types of antifreeze down. I am making a collection. I've got 4 in so far, but I'm not going to do anything on that front until I've got every one in, and because I need to learn a little bit myself as well. So bear with me on that one. That'll be a good video. I've also got an old dual mass flywheel clutch in the garage from Volkswagen, I think it is, and I'll explain to you as well, when I find another flywheel, a solid one, the difference between a solid flywheel, a solid mass flywheel, a proper flywheel, against a stupid dual mass flywheel. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. I've got a few bits and bobs to do on the Granada over the course of the summer, which I'm going to bring you along with. We're going to, because this is a V6 engine, 2 cylinder heads, we're going to change the rocker cover gaskets and have a look at the valve clearances. There is a valve clearance video on my channel from way back in the day on Margot, the Renault 11, but this I'm going to go into a little bit more in depth of what an engine would sound like if it was loose, if an engine would sound like if it was tight, explain different how you can actually adjust valve clearances and set valve lash, as it's called, and hopefully you enjoy all that too. So it's going to be quite fun. I'm going to start off, I've got here just some Connors Super Cold Master Concentrate. It's 50-50 mix. Well, I'll mix it to 50-50, and I've also got a little bit of pre-mixed left over from last time in an aging old tub. So I'll put that in. And what I like to do, just to get an even mix, you'll notice this car's got 2 reservoirs that you can fill. That's your expansion tank, and that's you fill basically. And I very rarely take that one off. I always, when I need to make a top up, you take it off the expansion tank. So I'll put this in. That's spilling really. A lot of people would say you'd need to pre-mix this first and then put it into the car, etc, etc, but just from experience I'll just rather judge it with a bit of water and a bit of antifreeze and put it all together. You haven't got to be bang on precise with it all the time, so long as there's a decent mix. It's got to be exact. And when I fill this, that should rise and bleed any air out of the system that we've got in it. So what I've done is, radiator's now pretty much full up to about here. Because the block's empty, I've got to carry on filling. So it goes down the top pipe, fills the block and the cylinder heads up because we drained it from the thermostat housing. So basically, in effect, the engine's empty. So it's not going to take much to fill. But, these are a bit of a minefield when it comes to changing waters and antifreezes because they are a pig for airlocks. The thermostat being at the bottom. So take it very gently. With that and that's about 4 litres of antifreeze. I'll do the rest with just water. It's the bosses. Helps squeezing the hoses as well to lead some of the air out. Now then, what we'll do, I'll button that top one up for the time being. I'll let the car run for a bit. The hose is a good squeeze. You'll see. Burping the air out slowly. There's no leaks. All I've done is I've touched one clip, that's it. Right. Put the heater on. these hoses here that run around the back, top of the inlet manifold. This one here that goes right down to the thermostat housing. They're the hoses that feed your heater matrix and put warmth into the car. Obviously that's your top radiator hose. And where the coolant runs around that sort of a direction around the engine. Bottom one's down here, which is all I disconnected with a thermostat in it. Dropsy today. In for a closer look. So, part that I undone is this one. In for a closer look. Right there. Takes you into the bottom of the radiator, undone that clip there. That's your thermostat housing. Water pumps on the front. Down there. Top radiator hose. Have a quick look in here. There she is, nice and clean. Same with the expansion tank. Yeah, max mark, bang on there. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to let this run for about half an hour and make a cup of tea. And come back and do some cleaning and polishing, I think. So, yeah, just turn the old heater down a bit. We'll listen to the engine. Sounds like Rob needs a new fan belt on his Transit. Yeah. Might go ahead and maybe do some bonus footage later, do 2 videos, and change the power steering fluid. See how we get on with that. But, so yeah, here's the Alpha looking a little bit forlorn. And because it's not mobile at the minute, the garage is looking a bit of a tip, so I'm having to get stuff out and push it back in, and get stuff out and push it back in. So the stuff that I'm using, I'm just leaving at the sides, but she should be disappearing off up to that there Yorkshire arc. There we get sorted out. And I'll leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Run this way. Here's the 166. Another 166 may be appearing soon. That's all I'm going to say on that one. So sticky down here. I know you all like the sound of this car, so I'll give you a quick rev. Oops. There we go. There we have it. Take care, everybody. Thanks for all your kind support. We'll see you all again soon. Bye.